Hold on. What's the name of the show?
The Terminal List.
The Terminal List.
Yeah.
And it's about okay. So what's the backstory on it?
Well, without giving it up to detail, certain details, man. Seal's team and his family end up dead. So this is about him tracking down who the fuck did all of this, man.
Man, it seems like everybody wants to fuck with a SEAL's family.
Right. Hold on 1 second, dude. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Didn't mean to do that.
Shit happens.
Shit, dude. Yeah, man, you gotta watch it, man. The only reason I'm saying because I was watching YouTube. This guy was doing commentary about the critics versus where the fuck is everybody at?
Ed had to take a shit too. Drews was having problems with the link. Yeah, so they'll be on in a sec, I guess. Here, let me see what Drew said. Yeah, let's see. We got some comments in here. Oh, lady of the house. Where's Chocolate Wonder?
What's up, DJ LOH on the ones and twos? What it is?
She know exactly where he at.
She said he is wiping right now.
Hey, what's up, Brum? How you feeling, big dog?
Brum, what's up, bruh?
Just saw the Cuddy in the house.
Hell yeah.
The SWAT Cuddy. You got some dangerous motherfuckers in your family, man.
Well, I'm gonna say this, nigga. John Grisham need to write a story about that motherfucker. Listen, let me tell you something. When I met him, he's listening. What's up, DJ LOH on the ones and tabs? What it do? Let me tell you, man. We met. I want to say it was 2000. 2000. It was 2000. That's good to hear, brother.
Yeah, man. Stay safe out there, bro.
Yeah, stay safe, dude. We met in 2000. He wasn't doing his job, the job that he's doing now at the time.
Hey, what's up? I-1166.
What it do? Thanks for tuning in.
Yes. Thank you very much.
We appreciate you. And just first time I met him, man, we hit it off. He was my sister's boyfriend at the time. He was just a fucking good dude, man. Fucking good dude. Like he's from Youngstown. And you know why you feel that way, because originally he's from the Chi. He ain't got no problem telling me that. And our other brother, Jewel, he, all Chicago cats. We from Youngstown, so it's that region. And but he was just this really good dude. But as time went on, I think the next time I seen him was like 10 years later. What's up, bro?
Oh,
they 2 kids in, now they married. And
my fault, fellas. I had the wrong fucking link, man. I've been sitting here for like 10
No, it's all good. Yeah.
Lynette started laughing. She heard y'all, was like, he ain't taking the shit.
No, what's up, Drew? What's up, Drews?
What's
going on, man in the myth, who explains the man in the myth? So,
yes,
yeah, man,
baby, somebody loves me. Thank you.
Look at that. Look at that.
She brought him some smoke.
Right. Brought him a doobie. So,
baby, take good care of me. I'm sorry.
No. So the next time I seen him, we talking about my brother-in-law, man. This cat was he was a cop, he was SWAT, man. And I'll just say this motherfucker does that shit for real. I mean, he ended up becoming a fighter and all of that for a short period of time, man. I think he had about 5 matches. And I mean, he's that dude, but you know, he is just like the nicest fucking cat on the planet. Like he ain't no cat that cause no waves with nobody. He just like, hey, what's up, fellas? You always enjoy to see the cat coming, man. Just a good-hearted dude, man.
How much he bench press?
I don't know, but that motherfucker is strong as an ox,
Got that
man.
grown man strength.
All of them.
Right.
It's like 20 of them. It's like 20 of them. Literally,
Like,
no. It's
we don't know
20.
how much he could bench, but best
Yeah.
believe you could put a transmission in with no with no jack. Yeah.
Let me
Used
tell
to
you
work
something.
down at the foundry lifting motors.
It's this cat got 20 siblings, and all the fucking dudes is like him. They all look like the rock motherfucker from Thor.
They got 20 motherfuckers come out of the shy in the same house.
Man, look.
Good
Let me
Lord,
tell you
man.
something. Some big, all the motherfuckers, martial artists and big. Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
You got 20 motherfuckers in your camp. You better learn how to fight if you want to eat.
Man,
You know?
listen.
Shit.
Right.
My one brother's a stunt man for Samoans.
Right. I don't think
That's how big that nigga is. He's a
I don't
stunt man
think-
for
What's
Samoans.
that What's that freezing stuff going? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I don't think nobody fuck with that dude's family in the shy. Shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what's up, man? We still on the Chromebook?
Hey, who me? No. My laptop started working. You know, it's Apple. It starts fucking up when a new thing is coming out.
Right.
So you know, it's time to get a new laptop. Is what it's just been telling me.
That's their way of telling you, like, yeah, you can't update this no more. Like mine ran out when Tank wanted to jump in, wanted me to jump on. I was like, dude, I can't. I could barely turn the motherfucker on. They was like, dude, you just need a new one.
Right.
There's no updating this. You're done.
I'm gonna tell you this though. This the longest I kept a fucking computer, man.
Yeah.
When I was dealing with like Windows shit, every 2 years I needed something new.
Yeah.
That shit was slowing. It porn. It just This motherfucking rig can handle porn and all that, baby.
It can handle porn.
It can handle the
I don't
load,
fuck with it no more, but
Hey, that's when you know you made it. Is when you putting your blunt ashes out in a fucking seashell, nigga.
Yeah, you made it, son.
you made
You
it.
made it.
You made it. So, all right. If we got the music, I do the intro. If not, let's just get into this shit.
Let's rock this music. Hold on,
Let's
man.
get it.
They allowed us to add background music to the podcast. So we're gonna try this shit out.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
That's right. You're now rocking with the best. Youngstown Jones,
It's time to
3
rock this
P&D,
motherfucker with 3 the
featuring
hard
the
way.
man in the
Take
myth who
Eddie
explains
P,
the
3
man in the
hard
myth.
ways.
Jay, motherfucking Drizzy, a Death Watch Waiver Room production.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way.
Urban Eddie,
Take Eddie P,
motherfucking
3 the hard way.
And you are now listening to the legendary sounds of Beatdown
It's
Rap.
time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard
And like
way.
we always
Take
do about
Eddie
this
P,
time.
3 the hard way.
Anything that comes out of my mouth or the quartermaster's mouth, including Jay Drizzy's mouth, do not represent the views and opinions of one mister. You see the moves. Rock steady, goddamn Eddie. 2022's very own Mr. Fuck You Up, Mr. In 2020. For you night owls out there, I know you're getting drowsy, but you better wake your ass up. Mr. Turn off the goddamn lights. And you know him and love him. 1/3 of 3 PMD. Make that 1/4 now. Youngstown's very own. DJ LOH's very own. High value man, Mr. Eddie. Motherfucking Coppola, goddammit. Shout out Kid Capri. Rest in peace, K Slay.
Yes.
Rest in peace, old money. Shout out to the Pioneer Pavilion and all our soggy bread eating friends in Youngstown, Ohio. Let's fight this motherfucking evil. Shout out Brummy. Shout out DJ LOH on the 1s and 2s. The man in the myth who explains the man in the myths. Let's fight this fucking evil.
Man, I hope you didn't kill off DJ Old Money. I don't think
Oh
he
yeah,
did.
yeah, man. I'm sorry, old money, motherfucker. You could have commented on the show by now. You could have gave us a like, subscribe, and a share, motherfucker. But shout out to DJ Old Money,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Pistol Grip Pump in my lap at all motherfucking time. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
That's the only record that nigga had.
Did DJ Old Money used to always have that platinum haircut like Cisco?
Yeah, that was later. That was later, man. That was
Later days.
Later.
Yeah,
That was later
That's
days.
later on Monday.
Later days,
Just-
man.
hey, everybody got one of them hairstyles that they wish they could forget, man. It's just like wish they didn't do. And I wonder if that one is his.
Is that
Yeah,
like
man.
when Brother K used to wear all the African shit?
Everybody
Dude was like,
had
I'm about to take this
phase.
shit off.
Everybody had a phase, man. That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm just be glad we didn't have the camera phones
Hey.
and all that shit.
Brother
so we
K,
could be
that
like,
was
man,
shout out, Brother K. That was one of my first mentors.
Let me tell you
Okay.
something.
WRBP.
Yeah.
We
I had a
rock
phase.
Beautiful people.
There you go. I had a phase. I used to wear remember when Music Soul Child came out and he had the hair wraps and shit? I used to have them. I used to make them shits, man. I used to have my little poetry phase. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was in the what's the cat, man?
Burning incense and snapping your fingers.
I wasn't doing that, but I was into like Melissa Karen Moore, I think her name is.
Okay.
And what's the brother's name? Saul Williams. He had the book The Seventh Octave, and then he did he made a movie in DC called Slam with his now ex-wife Sanja Son, man. She was the female detective on The Wire. And I was in
Okay.
all that shit heavy, boy. I used to love it till I realized that nigga was just putting words together. Mr. Karen Moore actually was doing poetry. That was what
gassing.
Mums was out. Yeah, I used to watch the slams and all that shit.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, man.
I was on his Neo shit. That's all.
Yep, for about 3 weeks.
Oh, that spoken word. I bet you got all the outfits to match that motherfucker too. See, that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about you, man. Is
What?
that you will not only like act the part, you will look the part too. This cat will have an outfit to go with every fucking thing that he
man.
like. Man,
That
dude
hat.
loves Rocky movies. What he got?
Okay.
A Rocky hat and a leather jacket.
Hey, listen. Listen. Listen, first of all, it's a bike jacket. It's a bike jacket. It's my favorite coat. And the hat, I don't know where it's at, but it was a hat that matched it. Go ahead. With
One
this
day
lie.
I went over this cat's house, man, down in Texas, and we was gonna run and grab something to eat. This motherfucker said, "Let me throw on some clothes real quick." He got dressed. He looked
Oh,
just
man.
like motherfucking Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop at the beginning with the black muscle shirt on
Stop.
and the green fatigues.
Stop it.
The motherfucker had an Axel Foley outfit, bro.
Listen,
God damn. Yeah, those what's those Nike Cortezes?
Yeah.
no, I didn't. I had some other shoes on, but it was like they were tactical pants. They just happened to be green, like cargo pants. And the
Hey.
undershirt was hold on before you keep on with this bullshit. It was a black shit. It was just a black t-shirt, sleeveless t-shirt I used to wear on the shit, and it was fucking hot as hell. And
I'm
when the
making this shit up.
when the motherfucker said it, no, he right. When he said it, I died laughing because we googled the shit and it was the same exact fucking outfit. I wasn't thinking nothing about Axel Foley when I put the shit on. That's
just-
this motherfucker.
You woke up
Hey,
with an Axel swag that day. That's all.
One more. Now, me and this cat love the movie Predator.
Okay.
Do you have the combat suspenders
Combat suspender.
that Arnold Schwarzenegger was wearing?
Wow.
You know
Some
what though?
thick-ass
Hey,
fucking suspenders.
no, I don't. But I used to want some of them shits because they do have them. They do have them. But no, I don't.
Wow.
Jeremiah D.
Peace, Jeremiah.
That's your peoples?
That's my peoples down in the Old Town,
Peace, Jerry
Peace, brother.
Mizzles.
Orlando, the city beautiful, Mickey
That's what's
Town.
up, man.
And,
Peace,
like
family.
and do all that stuff, family.
Yeah, man. Peace for tuning in.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what's up. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for our subs and everybody that we keep forgetting to thank before and after.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you all.
yeah. Let's get
All
it,
right,
man.
Tank, man, you okay?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Okay, you over there,
I'm
folks?
good. I was
Let's
trying
rip.
to send y'all this link.
That boy's still sweating.
Man, it's jungle heat out here, bro.
That ain't why you sweat, but boy got it all out.
Oh, you ain't lying. My God, man. Like, we was just talking about this, man. Like, how hard it is to shit when you get older.
Not for me, man. Not for
Man.
me.
Everything will
me.
fuck your bowels up. You hit a certain age, everything will fuck your bowels up. And when we were kids, you know, we made fun of people. Like, hey, man, you can't eat that because, yeah, you'll be on the toilet in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever, man,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, potato
Now you
salad
get
fuck
it.
your stomach up. I understand.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
cut down half the shit I eat. My stomach ain't right no more. Go
Like I
ahead.
said, we can't, have a session like we used to at Bud's.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? 20 wings and some
This
some
what I'm on now.
Spuds and some
Oh,
greens.
God.
There
Oh,
it is.
God.
This
There
what
it
I'm on,
is.
my brother.
Oh,
There it is.
After my heart attack, I called up one of the homies. This cat still look 19. Like, brother, I'm gonna send you something. Follow it for 3 months. That's my bro, man. I'm like, you fucking right after a heart attack. I'm gonna
There you
study
go.
that bitch inside and out, man. So what's up, man? Let's get it cracking.
Yeah.
that 1 meal a day with the bean soup only.
It's 1 meal a day. Not just beans, it's a bunch of shit. Like you can have vegetables, you know, the breads, like they got to be cooked, nothing fresh. You know, 1 meal a day, have you living up to 100 years, 1 meal every other day, we'll double that, and every 2 days, it just goes on and on. But you know what's interesting, you know, I won't, because we supposed to start the show, is a lot of the shit that they putting out now was written in that book.
Yeah, it was written
years
in that
ago.
book for sure.
Yeah, and you know
That and Dr. Laila Africa, who was their medical consultant before he passed away a couple years ago.
mhm.
I had his volume 1. If I can get that back from the person who has it, sis, I need my book back. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let's get started.
Yeah.
All right. What's that first topic? We got
Was it at the Bodega?
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we ain't got no clips.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so dig it, man. What was the cat's name? I wish I had known we didn't have clips. So young lady goes, well, I don't know how old she is, but we just gonna say that to be respectful. Young lady goes into Bodega, New York City, wants to buy a bag of chips for a little girl. Chips come up to $3. She used her EBT card, and card didn't have any funds on it. So the according to her side of the story, which witnesses denied, was that the gentleman that was working the cash register, Jose Alba, snatched the chips back from the little girl and smacked her hand. Because of this, she said that she was going to go get her boyfriend, come straighten dude out. Dude comes in, his name was Antoine, 35-year-old Antoine. Whatever, I'll get it. I don't want to hold it up. But Mr. Alba was 61 years old. Gentleman comes behind the counter. And if one of you guys can find that name for me while I'm saying this.
Austin Simon,
35-year-old Austin Simon, who they say is a career criminal. He comes behind the counter off this woman's word. And, you know, he start manhandling dude, pushed him down a few times. As you can see on the right-hand side, he pushed him down. Guy goes to get up, and, you know, I had to watch that again. Like, did he grab him again when he got up? And he did. He grabbed him around the neck. You can see one of the other patrons in the store was trying to stop it. They had their arm through the, you know, the little cutout to where, you know, they take the money or whatever through the security window. Yeah, security glass. And as the older guy got up, young man grabbed him again. So as you can see, Mr. Alba reached for that thing, and he poked him twice, once in the neck and once in the chest. And dude bled out. As he was struggling with Mr. Simon, his girlfriend stabbed. She denied it to the police officers. She stabbed him
Mr. Alba in the arm. Police come. That's when she tells the story. Like, hey, he grabbed the the bag of chips out of my little girl's hand, smacked her hand. They arrested the old cat. I think his bail was originally $500,000 until Mary came out, said, "Hey man, this dude was just protecting himself." The video shows it. Dropped his bond down to $50,000, and he's out right now. People went and started a GoFundMe to raise funds for his legal defense. And because he killed this man, because they was giving him, I think they gave him manslaughter. They're trying to give him manslaughter, but because he killed the cat, they were saying that you can't raise funds for a defense. So at this moment, this is what it is. We got a cat in the grave. A girl that lost her daddy over her mother's foolish actions. So, I mean, who wants to start this one?
It's crazy. I think that was a clear case of self-defense. He should have went home that night.
Absolutely.
You see him come around. You got surveillance cameras. Dude came around. That's a pure violation. You don't know what his intent was. So he didn't pull out a gun. He protected himself. He, like you said, he grabbed a pokey, and got with him.
Absolutely.
Young man, older, with an older man, hell yeah. He couldn't do nothing with that dude.
Yeah, and I think for me it's a shame. Like I don't know if that was the little girl's dad, like biological father or what. Yeah. But it's a shame that I was watching Demetra K. I love her channel. And the one thing she said, like, where's the emotional maturity?
I know where was going. Yeah.
Right. Uh-huh. Where was the emotional maturity in this situation? You went off of her word that this man snatched the chips back and assaulted the little girl. Because what the witnesses is saying is like, yeah, that's not what's happening. You was arguing with the man like, yo, just let her have the fucking chips. And he was just like, yo, work the situation out, but you got to step aside because I got other customers. And like Demetra K said, and her host, where was the emotional maturity? Why not go in and say, hey, man, listen, I got $3 for the chips. If not, hey, have a word with the cat, see what the story is, hear his side of it. And you know what? Keep it pushing. Now life is gone over $3. It's over a bag of chips.
It's pride, and it's also, I thought where you were going with it is that these girls got to stop hitting that emergency button and then calling, that cousin or that boyfriend into some bullshit.
Oh, I was going there, big bro. Yeah, I was getting there, but go ahead.
Something so simple as
you
a
said
$3 bag of chips. He ain't coming back no more.
Right. This is the equivalent of what happened in Philadelphia. I don't know if you remember, and unfortunately, no one died. But young lady got on a bus with her kids or whatever, and not the BA got on the bus. I don't know if something happened with the driver or what. I don't know if she didn't have the correct amount of money, but she got off and she went and called her brothers. 3 of these motherfuckers came up, justified all day in Texas. Absolutely. But Brummy, you got to understand, this is New York. Yeah. They fickle up there, just like they fickle up here. Yeah. Texas, which I wish that this state and most states was like Texas. Because if motherfuckers was able to carry, then you know what? People that's doing fucked up shit would be less likely to step in people's houses, step to people. But motherfuckers ain't had weapons up here since the Panthers. Man in the Myth knows all about that. But like I'm saying, she gets off that bus, she calls her brothers. No, she calls her brothers before she got off the bus. As soon as she got off the bus, 3 of them lit the bus up, shot that shit all the way the fuck up.
See,
now they locked up. Go ahead.
Yeah, remember we talked about that with the dollar store incident. That security guard working at the dollar store.
So many guys are in a great. Yeah. Which one was that? Which one was that? Remind me that the dollar store.
They told her the security guard told the lady she couldn't come in because she didn't have a mask. Yeah, and she got all up in arms and went and got her dude or her son, one of them, or her son and her dude, and they came back and they lit him up over a mask.
Absolutely.
During the height of the pandemic, it was like, dude, it's not my policy. I don't own the store, but I work here. It's my job to make sure people come in and out. Put a mask on. She could have just wrapped anything around her face. But
there you go.
She took it there. She went like, I'm gonna ask so-and-so fuck you up. Dude came back and they ended up shooting him.
There you go. And see, I think I think for a lot of women, I'm not being race specific because it's not race specific, but I think for a lot of women, the men in their lives are expendable. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like my mom and sis. They like for them. It's like we got to be real careful with what we tell your brother. Fortunately, it hasn't been any incidents because I'm risking a lot coming to defend your honor. You know what I mean? Because over this way, my wife was like, well, fuck defending somebody's honor. And like, you my husband. Shit, you ain't going nowhere because I don't want to lose. Motherfuckers is crazy. I don't want, not to say that this is transpired, but I don't want to lose my husband to some silliness.
That's different though. I mean, you married to a woman that loves you, okay? A lot of us are dealing with bitches that don't give a fuck and will never forget that one time that you got punked out, and it will bring it up every goddamn argument. Man, that time they slapped your daughter's hand and you ain't do shit about it.
Absolutely.
Like a little bitch.
All you did was walk away and call the police. You called the police.
But you know what? I'd rather a motherfucker leave that bitch, because here's the thing. Mr. Simon, yeah, he may have had a troubled past, but everybody got the opportunity to change their circumstances. Yeah. You know, money could have been 40. Like, fuck, I am tired of. That's what happens with a lot of these cats, man. I'm tired of the bullshit in my life, nigga. I may never be rich, but I want a quiet life. If that mean I gotta go cut some grass and mind my fucking business and have a 1-bedroom apartment. I knew a dude like that, man. Was big time, whatever.
Yeah.
Cat said, man, I did 5 years fed, and did another 5 state time. I miss watching my kids grow up. He said, now I'm happy I got a car. He said, cats I used to loan money to tried to give it back to me. And I said, fuck no. Because I knew with that, I would have been back in the game. But my point is, man, it's like my mother used to tell me, it's a lot of brothers dead or in jail over the word of a woman, man. And we got to use as men our better judgment. That's a 61-year-old fucking man. A 61-year-old man, like, he wasn't sexually assaulting a girl. This cat from the Dominican Republic, where they ain't got a mother thing. You know what I'm saying? Not that, well, I ain't getting all that shit about rift between Dominicans and Haitians. But what I'm saying is, you don't know what kind of hard life that man had or who he might have been. It's like these older Korean motherfuckers. People be thinking they can just run up in the stores and do and say what they want, not knowing, the majority of them, I think if not all of them, they come over here, all of them motherfuckers were soldiers. They was either rock soldiers or Catusas if they was lucky. You know what I'm saying? And rock motherfuckers is hard. So you just got to use discretion and, how you deal with these incidents, man, because, regardless of the cat's past, man, it wasn't like he was going in there to rob the shit. He called himself coming to his baby's honor.
But again, like you said, the maturity level, you handle that differently. Mm-hmm. Nobody's hurt. You know what I mean? Nobody's hurt. It's just pride is hurt. Mm-hmm. And she up and on. She want him to match her energy.
Right.
Right. And he come in there. He like, who? Just point him out. He pulled a Will Smith, but he got poked.
You know what? And that's the topic I deal with my sons all the time. And I hip him to Tupac. His first single, Trapped, when he says, what he say? I wasn't thinking. All I heard was the ridicule. Girlies was laughing through saying, damn, homie, dissing you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Real shit.
I mean, and that's what it is, man. It was pride. Again, she had him on the leash and, she had him trained to go.
Right.
And he came in there and, that's what happens, man.
And I say, where are these guys when black women are getting slapped up in the Korean nail shop? When we see that stuff, where are they then?
Hey, man,
there are some women out there with horrible pussy. They will never have a like that,
right?
Ain't nobody sniffing her after her. Nobody chasing after. Nah,
yeah,
some trash ass box out there in the world.
It is.
They ain't got nobody on the leash.
They can't call nobody. They can't call nobody.
You know what? I
call
think
the pastor. Nobody.
See, I think my problem with the Korean shit is with the nail shops and even the hair shops is too often times, and you'll know what I'm talking about, Drizzy. We do see brothers come to their defense.
I seen one in Chicago.
I seen more than that.
He lined up bricks. He did it so smooth. He told every sister, come up out the shop. If I see you up in here again, you're gonna have problems in the hood.
Listen, I seen cats line up in front of the weave store. I seen motherfuckers calling themselves shutting down the nail shops, and each time, without fail, it's a line of bitches standing right back in front of them. And I'm using that word because you play with these men getting fucking locked up, coming to your honor. That's why I always say, I'm not one of these, we got to protect all black women. You protect your fucking wife or your family, and that's it. And even then, you get a certain level of protection, just like insurance. You at a certain tier. But but I watched this one motherfucker. I think they whooped the girl's ass in the store, beat the shit out the girl, had her arrested. The brothers lined up, man. What they do? They knocked them fucking weaves and wigs down 50%. The whole hood full of broads was in front of that store. And the loudest bitch had to be a light-skinned girl, was out there cussing this man out. He was like, yo, we doing this for y'all, and y'all in front of the store, they disrespecting me.
Shut up, nigga. They ran out of blonde already.
There you go. That's pretty much what she was doing. Shut up, nigga. You can clearly hear her saying, shut up, nigga. The other one, they was whooping the girl's ass. They was whooping the girl's ass in the store, and it was still black women. Like, I got my appointment. They was walking by the girl. He got this bitch in the camel clutch. He got this bitch in the cross-face chicken. Bob Backlund in the shit out of her, and they like, I got my appointment to get my nails did. I'm like, you can't see. Drews, look at it like this.
No, you're right, but there's a different solution for that, and that's a different show. But when you at war, you deal with your traitors first.
No, yeah, the collaborator girls. I know what you're talking about. But what I'm saying is we've seen these incidents where it's matter of fact, this is the perfect example. R. Kelly pisses on a 16-year-old girl. I'm not dogging out Breezy, but Chris Brown, I'm gonna use both these incidents at the same time. Chris Brown whoops the shit out of Rihanna. You like, oh, that's wrong. As a man, you like this shit wrong. Oh, man, why he whooped this bitch ass? Fine ass Rihanna, he whooped her ass. Oh, man, Kels, I can't buy his music no more, man. He pissed on a little girl, and I stopped buying this man's music. What did you see? You saw signs at the concerts. He could piss on me.
Yeah.
Chris Brown could punch me in the eye. I literally seen this shit. I said, you know what? Y'all are the fucking problem. Y'all don't give a fuck how motherfuckers other women get treated as long as it ain't happening to y'all. And even then, most of these motherfuckers that get right back in line to get in the belly of the beast. Nah, man. Ain't no man supposed to be sitting up there doing that unless that woman is fucking certified. Because again, too often times these women that come out here and grab your ass up to fight some. It's just like that girl who got that boyfriend that's whooping her ass. Then her brother come up there to fuck this nigga up. And next thing you know, she coming to put money on his books because he done jumped on her boyfriend. And you like, hey, bitch, how you get up here? You took the bus? No, Randy brought me. I just whooped this. I'm in jail for this.
See?
I think that's what happened in Philadelphia. They changed some of the laws because that's what was happening to the police. They get a DV call, they show up, and the woman would turn on them every time, hit them with frying pans, rolling pins, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, fuck that.
My thing is, and listen, man. The other thing I gotta say is because I fellas cut me off because sometimes I feel like I'm grandstanding on this motherfucker.
We know what it was. It was just it could go off in so many ways. This was that clear-cut case of, dude, you stepped into it.
Yeah,
these are the repercussions. That happens when you step into it. And like I said, we could go off into the chick mentality of it.
There you go.
What caused the whole issue, but we know what it is. So we want you to get vented out, man. Just get it out.
Yeah. The last thing I say on this is, man, just a lot of old folks, they full of shit. But Watch who you put your hands on. That's anybody.
Anybody.
But don't think because somebody is weaker than you
older.
and older, and it take them time getting up. Don't think you just gonna manhandle them.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say
I'll
the
say
last thing
afterwards.
is these motherfuckers is closer to death than life. They like, nigga, let's get it.
And some of them grew up attending the I wish a nigga would university.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
And I'll fuck you up quick, fast.
Yeah.
High school.
There you go.
Hey, you remember old big dude that used to work the grill at YSU? The old cat.
I used to work up there.
He used to work the grill. Big dude. And he was probably in his 60s or 70s, but he was like fresh out, you know. But he ran some game down to me one day. He was like, "Hey man, you know, they got a law against putting your hands on a child. Think about putting your hands on a grown ass man." You know.
Yeah.
Like, you right. You know, you get that fucking old, man, you don't play. Man. Like you said, man, you know, you got a lot less time in front of you than behind you. And you ain't gonna steal them last years, you know, by breaking this motherfucking hip.
Right.
And definitely.
You started out talking about grown man strength. My dad told me about old man strength. He told me this early on.
Yeah.
He said an old man might have one left.
There you go.
But
I was just
God
thinking.
help you if he gets it off.
There it is.
God help you.
They got that one last one reserved just for that. Look, and think about it. This old 61-year-old ass man working in the fucking bodega he don't own in New York City.
Right.
He
stayed ready.
He stayed ready. He poked, man. That they said it was a box cutter. That looked like a fucking prison shank.
Yeah.
Exactly, man.
That looked like he was back behind the counter doing this all day. Like,
old man had, he probably had some blades on the ground just in case he fall on his back.
Right.
You know? Like, he role played, you know, many a days before he opened up that shop. But if I fall this way, I better have a shank to my left. I better have one to my right, you know, just in case if I get to tussling. And shit, he got the drop on the kid.
Yeah. And he poked dude quick. And
in two places, two different places.
Right.
Yeah.
The vital areas too. That cat act like he had that book from what's that movie? What's that American Me? No, that Blood In, Blood Out, where it showed all the pressure points to stab a motherfucker. Yeah, that's glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Leave motherfuckers alone. And bitches like that should be off limits. If her name get out, y'all no man should fuck with that bitch because you'll be the next sucker.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Indeed.
Yes, sir, Brum.
Absolutely, Brummy. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's real shit. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
Shit.
What's up next? What we got?
We got this number 2 with state inspectors visit Northeast Houston apartment where residents experience mold, rat droppings, and leaks. See the state inspectors Department of Housing who spent all of Wednesday at the apartment say that they have found several units in the Sterlingshire complex to be unlivable, at least temporarily, and they are relocating some residents immediately. Says, let's see, we got the video here. Drop this shit in.
We gotta let the people see this shit because as a cable man, I've seen this shit.
You know what? That's one of the reasons why I never went for that training in any because
I did that, and it's going inside people's houses doing home weatherization shit.
We're light years away from this coming together, and politicians trying to micromanage this. These feelings that
I don't know where that audio is coming from.
Yeah, man. We could rip on this because this isn't, you know, you could take this topic and put it to any major city. This is, you know, this is going on all over.
Let's get it
from coast to coast, depending on where, you know, where you want to go with it, which state. Because this happens all the time. I saw the one in New York when, you know, the water leaks, no heat. lady was like, I got a family of rats in my couch right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the same thing with the black mold coming from the vents. Yeah, I mean, you got to move. You can't breathe that shit in. You got to
Exactly. And you said where I wanted to go later about get the fuck out. Like, if, look, man. First of all, a lot of these places, especially down south, because of the heat, man, they call these motherfuckers water bugs. We call them motherfuckers roaches.
Roaches.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them have roaches, but especially for these older apartments, man, they're just like money pits, because if you think about how old they are and the money that it would cost, you know what I'm saying?
It's cheaper to take the fine.
It's cheaper to take the fucking fine.
Yeah, trust me. I lived in apartments, man, where my mom be like, hey, don't drink the water until all the rust.
There you go.
You turn it on and like, don't within the first minute or so, let the rust go through. Because remember that shit?
Yeah.
You see
remember
what I'm
that
saying?
shit?
So like I said, that's any hood.
Yeah.
That shit happened, you know.
Yeah.
It was that bad. It's like don't drink that. Don't don't put the stopper in until that rust get out before you run your bath water. All that shit, man. It's that bad.
And see, I get it. You never know a person's circumstances. But I think it's a situation, man, where we got to start learning from the past. People as a whole. I think no one's learned from the drug epidemic. I think people never learned from all of those the slum lords in New York and Chicago and different places like that.
Right.
In Youngstown.
There you go.
In Mansfield.
What we learn is how to cope.
Exactly.
There's no resolution. You learn like, you better get some some rat traps. get some boric acid. You better get this. We learn how to adjust and live in those situations.
And that was the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, Ed, because we'll go here for it. That was the thing in Texas. Like I said, these apartments have them. I stayed in some older apartments. The Cuddy been there. They weren't bad looking apartments.
Mm-hmm.
You might see one or two of them motherfuckers. But me, I was like, I would go in that bitch and bomb the fuck out of it myself. I got the boric acid. I went around the line into that shit. After I bombed it,
dude, you only as clean as your neighbors.
Neighbors, though. Yeah,
you only as clean as your neighbors. I lived in apartments damn near most of my life. My mom was like, "We're gonna keep our shit clean because if a rat or a roach come through, they'll just be visiting.
There you go.
Through. They're not staying here because you live in an apartment. They told you you're not supposed to bomb your apartment because it may fuck up the people upstairs or whatever. But like Ob said, I was like, fuck that. Bombs away. I don't give a fuck if they got kids, pets, or whatever. So when you bomb your apartment, you got to leave, right? You're supposed to leave. Yeah, we put one in every room. So, yeah, they got fucked up. They got fucked up. But, we're trying to get rid of, nasty motherfuckers and roaches.
Let me tell you, there you go, because the shit be in the walls. That's the thing.
If you see one, there's about 10 more. Yeah.
There you go.
Fucking. And they fucking.
Yeah.
I was just about to go there. One morning I woke up, I ain't even see a motherfucking roach. I saw the egg. I put my motherfucking shit on. I went right up to Kroger's, got me some bombs. This movie started this time. Hit that motherfucker and got out of there. Boric acid. Sometimes you gotta be proactive, even with the mold, man. You really don't want to be in. You don't want to be nowhere around that, especially that black shit.
No,
you don't want to be in the vicinity, but some bleach will kill some of that shit.
Yeah, there's certified tests that gotta come out because you only going to get the outside. You got to go inside the vents.
There you go.
Yeah, you got to
because it's coming from the vent. You got to get all. You can't just cover up. And a lot of these slumlords, what they'll do is come in and spray paint.
There you go. And that's
what I'm saying. They'll paint right over that shit.
Right. Because, like I said, what's the word to when they go through and redo the shit? What's the
refurbish,
remodeling, refurbish,
refurbish.
Yeah.
To go through, especially these motherfuckers know how bad it is because they would have to tear the walls out. And what I was going to say, especially the young people, I saw a lot of young men, a lot of young women. One thing they said is a baby had to go to the hospital for being bit by fucking rats.
Yeah.
If
rats, dead bugs, all that.
Is. You don't have to stay in that situation. There's other Section 8 apartments. The motherfuckers, those apartments you just saw was $1,000 apartments.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay in scummy ass situations. Also, you can better yourself. You can better yourself at any time. Do the research.
I give you one tip. If you walk through an apartment and you see a dirty Q-tip in the corner somewhere, even just a little tip, some nasty motherfuckers been living there. Okay.
Yeah.
Some real nasty motherfuckers been living there. You got Q-tips on your floor right now, you're a nasty motherfucker. That's all I've got to say.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, it's one of those situations where they get certain vouchers, but then you get put on the waiting list. You know what I mean? We could sit back and say it's easier said than done, but you know, certain people they're gonna have to go through it, especially like the elderly.
Yeah,
you know, who's set in their ways, and you know, especially I feel bad like during the pandemic, wintertime. You know, folks was like nobody has come. You know, I put in a work ticket 4 months ago for I don't have no running water, and she's living. You know, her neighbors are helping bringing water up to her because the elevators are broke.
There you go.
You know, she's all the way up on a 12th, 15th floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's dire situation. Just pick a state. You know,
and I think the other fuck shit about this story was that these motherfuckers, when the people would complain, they would call CPS on them.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Like.
And they still locked in their lease.
All that goes hand in hand. And
right.
One of the biggest issues with all of it is tenant landlord rights.
Break it down.
Certain states, the landlord reserves the right to raise rent at will.
Anytime.
Anytime. No matter what the conditions. And if you have a complaint or an issue, you have to put money in escrow. That money gets held until they do or make the repair. You kind of force their hand in that, but you could be waiting 30, 60 days. And that money that you could be using to find somewhere else to go is tied up.
It's tied
or
up.
they can evict you.
Right on.
You know,
like there's a case where the walk-up failed. And the landlord is like, yeah, I'll get back to you and whatever. So the people just start putting ladders and stuff up there. And he was like, man, we can't live here. I got kids. I can't have kids going up and down this damn ladder to get to our second floor.
Right.
Wow. The stairwell going up to the second level fucking failed. Nobody could get to their shit.
That happened to me. It happened in a place that I had just moved into.
I remember that.
The entire balcony walkway for the second floor on the back side of the actual building I had just moved into just fell like the next morning. And I'm watching news on the cable I just got installed. And I'm like, yo, go outside, walk around the corner.
Gone.
I'm like, they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, we have to give you your money back and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you're damn right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I just moved my son's mom in their same apartments. Hers was down. She lived like on the first floor, like a block away, in the same building, but several apartments down and on the bus. And we moved both of us.
That's fucking crazy. Like I said, man, pick a state, man. It's frustrating as fuck. They even hear people having to live and deal with these situations. It should be a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, do you not see this? I can't breathe this shit.
Right. Right.
And the roaches, I don't know if you know this, but the eggs cause breathing disorders.
Yep.
So that's why there's a high percentage of our children that are born with respiratory distress syndrome and things like that.
And again, we learn how to fucking deal with those situations.
But that's what
don't leave food out. If you left something out over an hour, you gotta throw it away.
Right.
Because the fucking rats and roaches
shake your shit out.
That shit. Yeah,
shake your shit out. Leave your shoes outside.
Stuff like that.
And that's what I'm saying. Young people, man, do what you're supposed to do. Do the right thing with yourselves, man. Everything ain't the game, because that's what the fuck is waiting on you. Some people that's like, yeah, you want a place to stay, okay, but if this is all you can afford, don't call me about if the heat ain't working, or don't call me about the motherfucking rats and the roaches. If you find yourself in that position, be as proactive as possible. They sell bombs, they sell all kind of shit, man. You don't have to listen. You don't Yeah,
like you said, man, because they told you don't be buying bombs and don't be putting this stuff down or whatever. I remember shit when Tank moved into his joint, he changed the locks. Like the only person getting in is me.
There you go.
Know, if they need to get in, I'll be home. I was like, nigga, you could do that.
Man, how many landlords be going in people's apartments and shit?
Dude, for so-called inspections.
Let me tell you something, man.
I had a landlord rob me. My bad. I'll tell you about it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
no. Go ahead.
On that same shit, I got robbed too, plenty of times. You know, you got those cabinets or whatever, you put your DVDs in. You know, we ain't watched DVDs in years, man. I go to open them up, the motherfuckers cleaned this out. Took all the fucking DVDs. And I was just like, okay.
Man.
Okay, that's what I was asking Tank. Remember I was asking for those surveillance cameras and all that shit?
Yeah.
I don't know if they could do this shit. All I know is one day I was at work and my insurance company called me like, yeah, we wanted to talk to you about that new policy you wanted. I said, man, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you wanted to get your renter's insurance raised. I said, say, man, who? No, I ain't call you about that. Well, such and such did. It was my fucking landlord.
Yep.
I called her. I said, what you doing? She said, you ain't got enough renter's insurance. I said, so you call my insurance company? She said, yeah, I know you working and you always busy. I said, say, man, don't you ever do no shit like that. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? We ain't fucking. Don't ever like I'm like, you overstepping your boundaries like a motherfucker. I'm sorry. Nah, fuck sorry. Who the fuck are you to call him and have me spending more money
on Mr. Aubrey's behalf?
USA. Hey, is this Aubrey White? Yeah, we called you about that upgrading the policy. But bitch, you out your fucking mind. Don't you ever call
I got
me.
exactly enough for what I need. Don't trip.
Right.
Don't be trying to get the premium package. No.
Right. I got enough for my shit.
Yeah, I got liability.
Right. Because it's like you said, Ed, they spray painted over a lot of shit. When I moved in the model apartment, I was like, okay. I moved in. My shit was looking like this. Got my bed off that. I got that back of the truck special. Got the bed in there, the TV. And I was like, what the fuck was that just ran across the floor?
Yeah.
A roach. I said, oh, first night in.
Look,
I'm locked in this bitch.
I thought I had found a perfect deal. It was a duplex side by side, but it was a 4-bedroom. It had a laundry room, finished basement, a decent sized galley kitchen, and a big ass dining room in between the kitchen and the living room. The living room was huge. Had a jacuzzi whirlpool tub in the bathroom upstairs. Man, listen. Went away on a daycation with my bae, or a vacation, I guess they call it now. We get a call from the oldest daughter. I don't want to panic you, but I think there's mice coming out of the vent in the kitchen. Like, huh? Well, she said the younger daughter's name. One was 15 at the time, the other was 13. So they wasn't little, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She has it trapped in a bowl. I was like, what color is the tail? She said gray. I said, that's not a mouse. That's
a rat.
That's a goddamn rat.
Yep.
Open up the back door, carefully lift the lid, the bowl off that, and let it run out. Okay. We live next door to a bar. I could tell you the name of the bar and everything. You know exactly where it is on South Ave. Okay. So then, not too long after we reported that, they had to send out an exterminator. They had to deduct that from the rent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out we were renting from a woman. Her husband, she and her husband owned all these properties together. That particular property he felt should have still been his. We've been paying her rent for a good 4 months at this point. So he decides that we're late on rent, even though we just paid her the full rent.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in, steals her engagement ring. And this is how I knew it was him. Steals all my PS2 games. Steals my DVDs and my CD collection. All soul and R&B. He's not that kind of guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Steals steak out my freezer.
Oh, he might have had to catch the fair one, man.
Then dump some cherry Kool-Aid on the floor and the wall to make it look like some vandals did it right, but he didn't do a good enough job because the coke was clouding his judgment. So,
yeah, man.
But and it's true.
Contact the wife and she's like, "Really? That happened? Yeah, somebody kicked in the back door." The thing that's crazy is the front door was left unlocked. That one time, the oldest daughter, she went to the bus stop. She forgot to lock the door. We had left and went to work. So he could have walked right in.
Right. Yeah, man. Fuck.
Yeah, man. It's just sad, man. Like I said, man. This is the world we live in. Like, you're gonna have people living in squalor, and then you're gonna call CPS on them.
And, I mean, when it rains, it pours, man. And that's when they try to kick you down or whatever, just to get you out so they could get the next sucker in and get that $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month for that shit.
There you go.
Can I make a statement?
No, go ahead, brother.
Business is warfare.
That's it.
There it is.
Business is warfare.
That's it.
And we ain't never been on the fair end of the stick because we didn't invent business, unfortunately.
But the thing is, they just don't give a fuck. Go ahead, bro.
We were raised to just, take it on the chin. We'll work with the scraps. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it happen somehow or another. That's why, like you said, being in a job where you go inside people's houses, you get to see, how people actually are living. And it's a gut punch. Sometimes you're grateful. You go in and like, man, thank God I ain't got to live here.
There you go.
Thank God, I ain't raising no kids in this shit. This is crazy.
It was Bill Withers that said you have to approach most people with a certain prepared forgiveness. And my mom used to always say this to me. She has it on her refrigerator whenever I go home to visit. And I had to think about that. Most people you meet, if you really think about it, they have a certain level of presentable sanity. But if you go beyond the doorway of their house, the edifice of their house, or
beware.
You know what I'm saying? And we all have those things. We might think, oh, my life is normal. I'm a normal dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That one friend that hasn't always visited or been able to come visit you, get the time away, whatever, finally come, they might see some things like, that explains everything I'm hearing in the background. That explains, you know what I'm saying? And
you know how we came up. Our parents knew what friends they want you to play with and have in their house.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
My mom want everybody to take their shoes off except for him, because motherfucking socks is black.
Chips, vinegar.
The socks is black. You keep your socks on or keep your shoes on. You keep your shoes on. I mean, it was like that,
No, you telling the truth.
Facts. Absolutely.
He can't
Absolutely.
come in. He got wingworm.
Yeah.
He can't come in the house. I'm just saying, that's how the shit was.
That boy got tatters. He can't come in here. He's gonna use
tatters.
Pretty much.
Hey,
y'all play outside. Y'all stay on the porch. You know what I mean?
Let a black parent see a
play
patch.
right here on the enclosure.
Yeah, let a black parent see a patch. I'm like,
you want some popsicles? I bring them out to you.
The bad thing is, like, as common as ringworm is, like, you still remember the motherfucker that had that shit when you was a kid.
Dude, he had it on his head. He had it on his cheek. He had it on his neck.
Because he was a nasty
what
kid.
Is that?
Hey, when your parents see that, your homeboy with that smooth ass skin out of nowhere, just in the middle of your
that boy got the tatters.
Stop fucking wrestling with Kevin. Don't be wrestling with that goddamn boy.
Get your ass in the house. Get in the house.
Y'all play
Take your goddamn clothes off.
Just do shooting drills.
Good ass naked, and your mom looking for rings and shit on and smooth patches. All them niggas grown. Hey, y'all, if y'all see a grown ass man with a smooth patch, he was the 80s baby with ringworm. Look, I'm telling you, I did cable one time. I was doing cable.
Go ahead with the cable, man.
With the cable. Here we go, baby. I was doing cable. And I was in this suburban neighborhood. I mean, in Fort Worth. Beautiful fucking neighborhood. And I got called to this house to put in 4 boxes and internet. And this was my last, matter of fact, this was the last day of work of Friday before I moved to California. Because I packed up that week. Well, I get to this house. I'm like, oh, this shit gonna be easy. When I walk up to the door, I'm like, God damn, the fucking door stink. I'm a little simple. I'm like, door stink. Yeah, you know the story, bro. I'm like, God damn, the door smell like piss. I said, okay, well, let me go to my go-to. I went back to my truck. Got some. No, this is what I did. I knocked on the door. So when you do cable, they got to tell you where they want everything at. So I walk in. I said, the motherfucking smell just hit me. It was like, pow.
Oh, you know piss. Yeah.
You know, dehydrated alcoholic piss.
Yeah.
We get in the house. It's this fat ass woman in the house, just chilling. So she's like, yeah, you know, I want cable in here. I want cable in here. So I said, okay, I'm going through the house. So as I'm looking, I'm like, man, what is all of this brown shit all over the old modem? I mean, just thick. You remember Alien when they went inside the ship in Aliens, and it was just like all of this shit. That's what it looked like. So they taking me through the house, man. So I go out back. All right. I hook everything up back. So right when I get ready to go on the inside, I got that not Noxzema. What's the shit? The Vicks Vapor Rub. Put that shit all under my nose. This shit caked up. It's greased up. So they knew it was up. All this shit shining. All this shit. Man, I get in there. I bullshit you not, man. I'm looking at the table where I'm supposed to be working. And I'm like, what the fuck is this table don't look right. I went to move the TV. The whole fucking table started moving. I thought I was high. Motherfucker, it was roaches everywhere. These motherfuckers was all in the blinds. They was all over the fucking floors. The brown stuff was roach shit. It was roaches in the fucking shoes. It was roaches everywhere. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, yep, this is my last day for fucking sure. And so I go in there. I go into one room, and it's a baby laying in the bed. Roaches everywhere. The baby's feet black than a motherfucker. I felt bad. Beautiful baby. Bottom of the baby feet look like this. You know, baby feet be white at the bottom. Motherfucking baby feet look like a fucking otter. Look like they protecting a cell phone. I hear the woman. I say all that to get to this. I hear the woman in the house. The fat woman. She on the phone like, yeah, could you believe that? Yeah, that woman was abusing Quay and Tay after she spent the night. After Quay and them spent the night over here, she gonna get them at home and tell them to take their clothes off and throw all of them away. Why would you throw a baby clothes away, bitch? Because they've been in this house. They've been in this motherfucking house. Needless to say, that was my last day of work. I took that uniform off. I gave them their shirt and took everything the fuck off I had and threw that shit in the dumpster. Don't know what the fuck is going on in these people's houses, man. Hey, I'm telling you, it's some fucked up living conditions.
Some of them those hoarders episodes.
Oh, hold on. Shit. What the fuck was that goo on the modem, man? Was that roach?
It was roach shit. It was roach shit. I didn't even know roaches shit it, man. It was roach shit.
That's the stuff that gets you sick.
That's the only thing that won't eat.
That's the shit that gets you sick, man. Yeah, you breathing in all that stuff, man. You're supposed to be breathing in that shit.
Come on, man. And you know how many times these people end up in the emergency room because they got a fucking roach in their ear?
Yeah.
And they in there crying and shit.
That is my biggest fear, is getting a roach in my ear.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just say all that to say, man, like, hey, man, you don't have to settle for anything. Yeah.
Hey, man, segue.
Let's get it.
Grown men
Let's get it.
Go ahead, man.
Let's get it.
Shit.
Motherfuckers, they like, man, we should have been done with this shit. Let's go, baby.
Take a shower after this.
I'm sitting there itching. I'm itching right now.
I know none of y'all know who this cat is, but just say public sucker number one right now. Motherfucker got caught up with those COVID relief checks. Yeah, he hustled, man. Dude, I guess his total was what, 1.2, 1.5, some shit like that.
Nuka Bizzle pleads guilty to $1.2 million COVID relief fund fraud. Oh my God, 1.2 million.
Yeah.
Dude, you know he made a video about it. I guess this is scenes from his video or whatever, and I guess they was on his ass like, dude, you didn't took all the fun out of it. We didn't even have to look for you. You know, you didn't.
Damn.
You know, yeah, I mean, it's just this generation right now, man. These cats getting caught up. I mean, he's actually showing the checks in the video.
He's drinking that dirty Sprite, man.
I wonder how many Dodge Chargers he bought.
Hellcats, man.
I know that I know that nigga wasn't shopping in the men's section when he bought that jean jacket.
I was just thinking that. Oh man.
Dude, you understand? You going to the pokey and you got to explain that to the big homies. What the fuck you done did?
Yeah.
Is he throwing cash in that photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they do, man.
How long they giving him?
30 years? What?
Was it
something fucking crazy? Hold
it
on,
was
let me-
crazy, man. He got
let me take a
some,
look
like,
at this here.
R. Kelly time.
God damn.
Yeah, he'll face a maximum 30 years behind bars on one count of mail fraud and one count of unlawful firearm and ammunition possession. Okay, so yeah, he's
fucked.
Yeah.
He's fucked. You fuck
He
with the
fucked on
government's
PPP
money.
shit alone, yeah.
These cats, I mean, that was during the whole COVID thing, man. It was so much money in the fucking hood, it wasn't even funny.
And it was so widely known. I mean,
Yeah.
I have friends in Detroit. They're like, yeah, these niggas in Detroit using y'all niggas' names, man.
Yeah.
You might want to call just to make sure. I was like, what?
Yeah.
They're like, they using dead people and living people's name, man. It ain't gonna even be nothing left for Ohio. I'm like, huh? How you know?
See?
Well, let's just say a little birdie told me. I'm like, okay.
Cats ate good off those PPP loans or whatever.
Now they eating good off the right, off the correctional. Like you just gotta weigh, man. With certain things, is the risk worth? I mean, is the what is it? The risk
worth the reward,
man? You know, I
For
mean,
these kids, it is. And my thing is, do it, but keep it to yourself. This dude made a video about what he was doing. You know, and then all it took was somebody, probably a rookie, that was like, oh, let me look into this. Huh. 1.2 million?
God forbid a nigga just go to school and get his education. And
Why? Nothing he's gonna do when he graduates that's gonna get him 1.2 in that short amount of time. Like you just said, the risk versus the reward. If he would have just took the risk and just shut the hell up.
Why is it that we're only seeing black people getting charged with this shit? Like
none of the Wall Street cats who got bailed out.
They were throwing money at the Lakers and shit and porn.
Yeah,
because usually when it's a white person, they do it in a white collar setting, right? So
yes, sir.
Instead of prison time, they get released from the company with a severance. And then they get hired at another company by another family member. And it gives them the same exact benefits package as the previous, employer and a better pay rate. It's like they get promoted. With us, it's like, you dumb so-and-so, look at you now, right? Just like this guy, we're gonna all be thinking that. We're probably already thinking that now, right?
Yes.
Because you could have left the country.
Easy.
You could have
easy.
You know what I'm saying? You could have done so many other things to disguise, hide, clean up, do something better, invest in somebody or something else, and then move on.
Again,
but instead, you wanted to be nigger rich.
Thank you. And the white collar crimes, they didn't do a video when they did it.
There you go. And you know what? I think Brummy just made a good point, man, when he talked about Snapchat and Instagram. Look, man, that's what Permanent Record is about. The book Cat Edward Snowden wrote, man, was about how all of this shit.
Yes.
They got all of this shit on lock. Yeah. Like we knew what Facebook, they bought that shit years ago for what, $3 billion from Zuckerberg.
Yep.
They watching all of this shit, man. And that's what I was saying earlier about people learning from mistakes. This ain't the first time a motherfucking rapper been caught because of some shit he put in the video. Older rappers, they've been talking about the hip hop police since the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I guess if you go and do it, be smart. I just feel like, man, go get your education. It's more money, and it might be the slow bucks up to a certain point, but
slow bucks is better than no bucks.
There you go, man.
And what Jay said, if you're gonna do it, man, do it and have a fucking plan. Get the money. Go to another country.
There you go, man. And
like they sticking you. He might not even have 1.2, but that's what they're gonna put on him. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna stack these charges on him. They're gonna make an example out of him.
And go ahead, bro.
With exception to a few brothers I know, like there's usually no foresight when it comes to when some of our people get involved in these things, like they stumble upon it. Oh, yo, check this out. I got a lick for it. And it's always all this low key. These dudes, listen, when I moved to Columbus, I'm going to just put it out there. I saw the right way, even to run a con. My goddaddy was a deacon in the Pentecostal church. And one thing he always told me, whatever it is that you're going to do it all with all your might. He said, if long as you do it with all your might, I'll be proud of you. He said, if you're going to be a criminal, be the best criminal ever did crime. He said, if you're going to be, a janitor, sweep a floor with the most pride and sing and be happy about it. Don't care what nobody thinks. Right. And so we don't have that being instilled in this generation. They see the flash in the pan. Everything that they're grasping towards is only real for a second.
There you go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Scarface said it best in the song, what's it called? Problems. You're down and out, money funny, you hustled and tried, on the verge of pawning your jewelry and selling your ride. Somebody should have told you ain't no life in these streets. You only out here till you touch it. When you touch it, you leave. Right? We don't have nobody saying that. We got them all dirty Sprite in the cup. I'm getting, what I'm saying? Everything is
there you go.
Money. Like if you got that much money, what do you look like when your people have 1/2 of 1% of the total wealth of the world? For the last 200 years, you've been in that same position. And now you come into some money, and the first thing you're doing is throwing it on somebody's fat ass, shaking on a pole.
Some fat funky ass. It might be a nigga.
You
rather do that than get the that mold off your baby mama's walls.
There you go, bro.
Or build new housing. Build new housing. Go in and invest with other people that came up from the mud like you did, and say, you know what? Let's change this shit ourselves. Let's quit asking them for shit. Let's quit trying to borrow this. Get in the game. Look, let me just go in, and if you got to put a white face on it, here in the town I'm in, any black business, unless you put a white face on it and stay away. Like I learned from working security, in establishments. I'm just put it that way. The owners would be minority owners or what have you. I would tell them, you spent way too much time in here. What do you mean? I'm like, these ain't your family. These ain't your friends. These are your patrons. These are your customers, your clientele.
Yes, sir.
What do you see happen to a doc? If there was a doctor that was friends with all his patients,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
You got to be some separation that way.
It does.
Separation.
Brummy said you give permission when you allow those apps permission on the access, and that's real shit, man.
It's all in the fine print.
It's all in the fine print, man. You want to use their shit, man, then you certain rights with all of this shit. You're giving up certain rights, man. And it's it's the thing, like you said, man. It makes you wonder: do these cats? Is it about the money or is it being seen? Because you would think we all thought, at least I did as a youngin', that the rappers was the ones with all the money, not knowing that it was some short. Male pattern baldness having white man behind the scenes
that's why
that own this shit that don't want to be seen.
We come from a different generation. Back when PMD said, "I'd never seen a rapper living comfortably."
There you go. There you go.
Was back what early 90s or whatever. But yeah,
right.
I just plugged that in because that's what it was. He saw it for what it was. It was like, dude, we ain't making no fucking money. We make money off shows.
Absolutely.
But we ain't making money through the label. When we get out there and hit the road, that's when we get that, when that shit hit our hands.
Right. And that's hustle. Yeah. That's all hustle. Yeah. I mean, and these, now they got the 360. That ain't even really as lucrative as it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now they're getting you they're getting you in a full 360. They're getting you all the way around. Movies, commercials, records. They get a piece of all of it now. That's all that is. It's just a bigger piece of the pie.
It's wild, man. I don't know, man. I guess I wish these youngins, man, just wasn't so quick to throw away their time, man.
It's a gift and a curse for these kids to have all this information, all this access, and not know how to work it.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully they will come to know that you had an illegitimate bureau. I'm gonna just put it this way. I'm gonna talk in abstract somewhat. It's pretty obvious. An illegitimate bureau run by one man who had a vendetta against his own people. And that vendetta has always been there and is always going to be there as long as that illegitimate bureau is in place. That has been their chief focus. I mean, they literally pushed legislation to put one man in prison who was the heavyweight champion of the world, the first black heavyweight champion of the world.
Mm-hmm.
The Mann Act. That's all they need to look up to understand. RICO and all that came after that.
Taking white women across
the
state
border, state lines to have sexual intercourse.
Purposes of fucking them. Yeah, man.
He just got exonerated or whatever. They just
Trump.
Posthumously, yeah.
Trump.
You know, it's just you know what I'm saying, man. These youngins, man, and ain't nobody giving them the game, or they just not listening, man. You know, and I'm gonna say this. This might not be the best thing, but you know, the man in the myth just said, "Hey, man, I had an uncle." Regardless of what it was, you know, as long as I do it, a lot of these cats ain't got those uncles. They got these single mothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just pumping some bullshit into their ear. Because today's single mother ain't like yesterday's single mother. Yesterday's single mother understood that there was an absence there that needed to be fulfilled, whether it was by an uncle or a mentor or something. Now, today's single mother think that they the motherfucking mama and the daddy, and they don't need no man around to do nothing.
Nah, they their
wonder
best
why this
friend.
motherfucker,
They're their best friend.
They their best friend.
You know.
Yeah. And then you wonder why this nigga nickname is Uncle Clifford. So yeah, let's go.
I know Jermichael didn't do that. I know Jermichael. He would have told me he was going to do something like that.
Well, bitch, you fucked me up by naming me Jermichael.
My two favorite Jacksons merged.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Y'all killing it, man. All right, Ted, you got the rundown on this, man. I'm trying to find it.
Got it.
All
right. So this 17-year-old kid starts to learn sign language because his mom starts dating a man who's deaf. And this dude's birthday's coming up. So he's like, hey, man, I'm going to learn some sign language, you know, trying to communicate with him on his birthday type shit. This motherfucker's doing this shit in secret. And while he's sitting at the dinner table, he catches his mom tell her boyfriend in sign language how wet her pussy is. And now he's picking up on all this fucking nasty ass sex talk. These motherfuckers doing in sign language, like right in front of him, thinking that he don't fucking like, you know, he doesn't understand what. Now he's starting to understand it, and mom's a freak. Mom is a big freak for deaf motherfuckers, man.
So this motherfucker had to learn sign language to understand what this shit meant.
I don't think that means wet pussy. You know what I'm saying? But his mama's doing whatever the sign is for wet pussy. He figured it out or whatever. I was just like, you got to be kidding me, man. How the fuck I'm supposed to finish my meal after my?
I'm not even gonna see. I don't want to offend that community.
Right.
Too much respect. I can't.
That.
I can't.
But my thing is, man, he thought he was hooking it up, you know, thinking he's gonna be slick, and found out that his mom is over there on some other shit.
Man, what did he think his mama wasn't fucking?
He should have just figured out how to say "ooh, you nasty" in sign language, and then she'd have been like,
"It's supposed to be a surprise, though."
Close your eyes, man. I mean, that's all you got to do, bro. Just close your eyes, man. You won't hear shit.
Right. Or break it out on his birthday. One day, just break that shit out and be like, and then look at both of them like, yeah, I know what the fuck.
That would be dope. Right. That would be dope.
Right, bitch. I know
on your birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your birthday up now. Yeah, you done fuck many meals up.
When she up there like, yeah. My pussy wet. He like, yeah, your pussy wet, mom?
I just tell her, hey, mom was louder with dad.
Wow.
And that motherfucker will never know.
Wow. That's cold.
Wow.
That's some cold shit.
You said she got a thing for deaf motherfuckers?
She got a thing for deaf motherfuckers, man.
That's what it says in the story, or just that's your assessment?
That's just my assessment.
Okay, I like it. I like where you're going with that.
Like I said, she's cool with the community. She's, you know, She's fluent in
She sure
signing
is.
and all that stuff. And
That ain't the first time she signed how wet it was.
See, here you go, Jay.
I'm just saying.
Here you go, Jay. That could you just imagine being at that dinner table, man, and just seeing that?
That is not it. That is not the. That is not.
That's not the sign. Now you're gonna make me go look it up, man.
Oh yeah, please.
That's why, like the
Look it up.
colloquial. That's the colloquial. That's the way you say it in bad words.
Yeah. Dude,
Hey man,
there's therapy in this young man's future, man. He's gonna have to go talk and explain this to a
That's
therapist.
a scene from a movie. That's like American Pie revolutionist.
Yeah, like I was trying to be the dutiful son and be gracious to mom's new suitor, and get on this level, and maybe try to communicate a little bit better with the man. And all he's talking about is running up in my mom, and then my mom is on the flip saying how much she want to get ran up in.
well, how old is this motherfucker?
Yeah.
He's 17, and he should stop acting like a bitch.
He is
That's the
acting
problem. It's like I knew both my parents liked to fuck when I was 17 years old. I knew my grandmother liked to fuck when I was 17 years old. You know what I mean? Like they were.
Did you know
open
in
with
sign language?
Man, I didn't have to know in sign language.
The sign was here. Why don't you take this $100 and go and buy you something?
Right,
Stay home for
right.
a couple hours.
Going to the stove.
Yeah,
Right.
going to the stove.
Listen,
And
man,
don't come back for a
I think
minute.
I think it was dope what he was trying to do, but I also think they grown folks. You a kid,
Right.
and you need to sit up there and say and let them know, like, listen, man, this is what I was trying to do. Instead of being a fucking weird pervert and watching niggas' fingers, because you trying to figure out what they saying. They grown, man. How you think you got here? Your mama like to fuck, boy. You know
That's
what I'm
cool.
saying?
That's cool, but it's a time and place for everything. Like he said, it's like, dude, he caught on. It was like, man, they've been doing that shit for a minute. At the dinner table. Come on now.
Big
You don't
bro,
even talk like that at the dinner table.
Hey, some of the best porn start at the dinner table.
See,
Just saying.
there
Big
you
bro.
go, man.
It's the
I'm
culture.
going into the role play.
It's
Okay,
the culture.
I got you.
Big bro, you ain't gonna tell me that at the dinner table, this young man didn't smell the aroma of pussy coming from that man's fingers every time he talked to his mama.
Next topic, man. We good. I'm done with it. I'm done. That's nasty, man. I'm done.
Mama, these mashed potatoes smell funny.
See?
They smell like that water bottle I play with.
I can't. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Both
This
of y'all.
is getting, man,
Both
this
of
is beyond
y'all.
the towel.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wiping
I'm good. Ready to tap out, dog. I'm
You
good.
sign and put the towel down.
All right, man. Am I the asshole, man?
Let's get it. This is my shit.
Got it, Tank?
This is
Yeah,
my shit.
man. Okay, so the title is Tattoo Artist back for turning away client for being too fat. Now, this woman's a tattoo artist, and she had someone walk in, kind of built like the Michelin Man or the Pillsbury Doughboy. They've had them rolls in that motherfucker, and this bitch wanted a tattoo on her stomach, going in between the rolls and shit,
Like bizarre.
Yeah.
She said when she lifted up between the rolls, it wasn't clean. It was just,
She saw that shit.
Lint trap.
Yeah.
That meat gunk.
Meat
gunk.
Earwax.
That baby powder that didn't see light of day.
Oh.
The cake.
Yeah.
The cake was up under
brown,
potato cake,
browned a little bit. The caramelized. Listen, man.
Turned into concrete.
Yeah.
Concrete. Concrete.
It's a difference.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Look like that roach.
She lifted up that boob and was like, I pass.
Roach shit. Yeah.
I pass. Hard pass. Like, get your ass up on out of here. I can't. No, that's hepatitis. I can't deal with that. And then think about it, man. If she's an artist, she's like, man, I can't, do my thing on there because it's gonna stretch. it ain't gonna be what it is. You know, it was a fly, and then all of a sudden, when you stood up, it turned into a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't think that motherfucker's the asshole. Because first of all, I don't know if it was something because I guess they had spoken online, but I think the part was this motherfucker stank and was unclean.
Yeah,
They said that motherfucker walked in there smelling like unwashed ass and bagels. And
yeah. So I don't think it's necessarily about the weight. I think it was the hygiene.
Hygiene.
Yeah.
Because you know if you go to a nice certified tattoo parlor or whatever, they are on their shit. You know what I mean? They are really, 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 really thorough about keeping it clean. It's like, shit, you know how many needles I'm gonna fuck up on this? You know?
And you know what else? When I went, I had to be clean. It was like, be clean coming. You know, that's the equipment they got to use on other people. Yeah, the needles are disposable. The needles are disposable. Yeah, but that tattoo gun ain't.
Yeah,
you know. And so you, first of all, I don't give a fuck what your weight is. If you skinny, whatever, man, you can't just be walking up in people's establishments talking about sitting on something, laying on something. You smell like a whole goddamn ox ass. You know, that person did the right thing. I think the other thing is, instead of just bouncing, this motherfucker got up and got smart with the young lady and who actually was suffering from anorexia, who just got over it and was like, "Oh, you anorexic bitch, you're fat phobic," which y'all got to stop forming these communities. Hey, look.
Yes.
It's like, I'm not fat phobic. I just don't like motherfuckers who stink.
You know, stink.
You stink.
Yeah, stinking ass heifer.
It's gonna take a long time to get this damn tattoo done, and I don't want to be smelling you.
Like, whoever thought that we would have factions over shit like weight? Like, we got to stop putting anti and phobic at the end of everything. Because me personally, this is gonna sound fucked up. I think all of this is just a parody of the black community, because black folks don't get no
face.
Yeah, black folks they
slap in the face.
They cheat us out of our rights. Nobody gives a fuck what they say about us or the transgressions. But then these people, they said this nigga, a man was shot 60 fucking times.
10 times in the face at least.
Right, but I'm supposed to be mad because somebody told you to get your big fat funky ass up off my tattoo table.
That's when you send in Tank to say, management would like me to speak with you, ma'am. See, from an artistic integrity standpoint, first of all, this would not take well as a tattoo with your particular type of dermis. Also,
nice.
due to the killer funk coming from under the folds of your dermis, we are concerned that there would be a sanitation issue as well as a hygiene issue for the other customers, and it would just cost too much to clean up after you. So
come on now.
We're gonna have to ask you to go and find another tattoo shop.
And also, you're a high risk of infection.
Yes,
and we can't be liable.
Absolutely,
right?
Because that's gonna take a lot of ink. And it was like, hold on, man, you sent me one photo, but that ain't you. You know, now you got me. Now I need somebody to hold up your boob while I try to get up under there and
more labor intensive. It's gonna be going to cost.
I can't
more.
do it.
Now this must have been
get that big.
McDonald's.
What did he say?
McDonald's. Nacho cheese Dorito tacos from Taco Bell. Listen, this is what I'm saying, man. The other thing is the big person. I'm saying big person. The big person might not have been dirty. A lot of times, the motherfuckers, as soon as they get down the block, they sweating and shit, and then got funky because there's a lot of moving parts going on, man. You know, as soon as that. Look, man, when the shirt get caught in between the folds and you can get it out, but some of that lint and shit is, the coloring off the shirt is left up under there. It's like a new shirt. You don't wash it first. And you put that motherfucker on, you take it off. Or like some new black socks, you take it off and you got black shit all in your toes. That's what.
Why can't you just tell that motherfucker, like, take this tattoo money and get you a gym membership?
There you go.
Come back next year.
Because the last thing you need is a tattoo
like
on your
you
panties.
literally sitting in 2 tattoo chairs.
Come on, man.
You that big, and I'm doing one tat, and you sitting in 2 chairs.
Yeah.
You too damn big. I ain't got a gun big enough.
That's like these motherfuckers. Why I gotta pay for 2 seats? Because nigga,
you take up 2 seats.
You rubbing up against a perfect stranger. I've been caught in between 2 big motherfuckers. Like, man,
that shit is the worst.
Oh, and I'm sitting up there, and man, I gotta go use the bathroom, man. Hold on. Never mind, man. I'll hold it. They putting their ass all on you trying to get up. You like, I'm just gonna sit in the bathroom the rest of the flight, motherfucker. They need to put a seatbelt in the bathroom, baby. Nah, man, like that's what it is. If you choose to be like that, man, you know, and they made the seat smaller. Like,
you need a diaper like me.
That's foul.
Fucking you fat phobic. No, you a fat ass. I ain't fat phobic. You just ain't finna sit in my chair all greasy and nasty and shit. I'm tired of this. Everybody got a community. Fat motherfuckers, midgets, them people. You know what I'm saying? Call me little person.
It's the community circus, right?
It's the community circus, baby. Everybody got rights, but niggas. Oh,
right.
They said stuff to us. Get over it. Yeah. They shot you. Hey, that motherfucker shouldn't have had a do-rag on in the picture with some gold teeth. But be a fat ass. Be a fat ass. And we the one group of people that can't control melanin, nor what we want to, because we love this thing called black skin. But everybody else, motherfucker, you could control your cholesterol levels. You could control your diastolic and systolic, man. Come on, man, you fat phobic. Get your fat ass out of here, bitch. That's what I just said. No, you ain't the asshole. It's coming from a motherfucking husky,
They'd have been outside your establishment, setting your ass down, man. You know,
right.
Throwing chicken nuggets at your ass.
You know what?
She ain't gonna do that for too long.
Double downs and shit.
She should have straight up just went eccentric weird on her. As an artist, I cannot stretch my canvas.
Right.
Oh,
as an artist.
Oh, nice.
You're hurting her.
Go for the coach. Right. Go for one more time for the coach, Jay. One more time.
You're hurting her.
Hey.
You don't get your Luther eating ass the fuck up out of here. Go ahead, man.
Hey, man, you'll never see a bunch of fat motherfuckers boycotting anything for too long. Big niggas is always the people that have that low blood sugar after like 2 or 3 hours. My head is starting to hurt. I need a gumdrop. I need something. I need a sweet tea. My sugar. It's my sugar.
Sweet
tea. Yeah, the motherfuckers
sweet
always
tea?
gotta leave. Yeah.
They won't be out there too long.
They ain't gonna be out there too long.
A sweet tea.
Y'all them niggas is.
Arizona, baby. I need an Arizona sweet tea.
Can I get a sweet tea? Fuck you, ass.
They gotta recharge their rascal or some shit. Like, nah,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Oh,
you ain't gotta worry about fat
we're gonna do it in
motherfuckers
shifts.
boycotting you for
We're gonna do it in
very
shifts,
long.
guys.
Yeah, man.
There's certain places always running a special on donuts or some shit. Like, nah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Nuts, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, gents. Wine of the
Sir,
week.
what we got, baby?
Grand Sud Red Blend.
I like that bottle.
I like the
That's
bottle.
fly.
I was about to say that too. Yeah.
Dude, that shit fly, man. Bitch, come
was
on,
it?
right? Got Netflix. I got a bottle of that Grand Sud. Yeah.
But thanks again, gentlemen, for another great one. Yeah, man,
Yes,
that's just
sir.
crazy, man. That the whole deal about the apartments and the slumlords, man. We could talk about that for a whole segment, you know, truthfully.
Yeah, we might have to revisit this, man. It might be
Yeah,
something
it's just,
we need
like
to
I
talk
said,
about.
it's been an ongoing issue, man. You know, it's nothing new in America. It's just it's business over everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right on, gentlemen.
Business is
Same old
warfare.
bullshit. Price just keeps going up.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Fellas,
Gentlemen.
love y'all brothers, man.
Love y'all. I'll go ahead and get your ass in that bed. Quit yawning on the mic.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I
Like,
actually-
share, subscribe.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go.
Please.
Like, share,
Yeah.
subscribe.
Thank you for checking us out. Thanks for sticking with us. Those that stay tuned, those that popped in and popped out. Thank you. Come
Yes.
back, watch the whole thing when you can.
There you go,
Catch-
man.
Pass it
Catch our
along.
shorts. You know, our
Yeah,
shorts
we're
will
gonna
be
have some
there.
shorts up. Yeah.
So,
Right on.
Yeah.
gentlemen,
It's
until
been
next
real.
time.
Peace.
Fellas.
Peace.
Peace.